processing of restaurant. Product. All lean is all about minimum viable product. It means what is your goal? Define first your goal.
So I think verification is definitely verification is verified listing. No states complete. That comes into one word.
So you can do the star also, so we can see.
You are booking your table.
Yeah,
You can give
I
your
think
order.
this is in this head.
After table verification again, we have to
Verified
So you are talking about content credibility. One point. What is the next point?
I think so.
Order the food and the table.
So the whole idea is to give an experience that if I am a platinum customer, I can walk in, I can go to the table and the food will be served within a minute. Everything is planned. So that's the kind of service, especially targeted to those who do not have time to wait and order and all. So the food is automatically ready.
Yeah.
So this is
So the back end, yeah. So the back end goes into a little bit of more details, as in the platinum, how fast a platinum customer is from the restaurant, how much estimated time will it take to reach the restaurant, and based on that, we'll not make the food and make it stay for another 30 minutes and then serve it. We'll ensure that the food will be almost on time by the time it's reaching.
So can we put it in this perspective that our application focuses on a regular user and the privileged customer. The privileged customer will get the privilege from our application, like this.
Yes. Even loyal regular customers will become.
So when you put in this perspective, the C level will clear. Oh, here I will make some Uncle Sam.
Yeah, but we really do not want to disappoint the regular customers also.
No, that's fine.
They can also
correct.
pre-order and book the table, but they have to pay 30%.
certain amount they have to pay before coming.
Whereas privileged customer, platinum
This
customer can, they already have the, that.
And so many times it happens like you have family of 10 or 12 people, then you will not get that table. Means if you directly visit that restaurant, so you can book your table through this app. So it's
And our company will take that responsibility with the hotel, that that in case they don't come, it will be delivered to their home, to our customers' home, and this loyalty we are actually absorbing in our cost.
What are the delighters in terms of interaction pattern or something?
Yes.
So basically, when you open an application, in your profile section, you will see your platinum tag is there. They will give you a proper tag. It could be gold, it could be with some color, and you will get some stars. If you are a platinum customer, you will get 3 or 5 stars. If you are what do you say, a silver customer, you will get 2 stars, something like that. And you will have 2 buttons underneath that. One will say table reservation, second will say pre-order, or I'll do both. I'll go with both. This will there. So if I tap any button, this complete screen will slide up. Okay, this is sliding up. This is how it will move, and then your customer, your profile image will come here along with the platinum user, and list of restaurants will come here. So if you are going to reserve a table, you have to select a restaurant, then you will reserve a table. So this is how the flow will go.
So this is the first wow factor, and we have another wow factor, which is personalizing services for the user.
Yeah.
So here, and this is about social eating. So once you have chosen a restaurant from the map based on.
Let's come up with a problem right here.
Yeah.
So the problem is basically like I'm free today, it's Sunday, and I'm just free, and I'm hungry, and it's a lunchtime, and I'm going to a restaurant. Sometimes what's happening in the restaurants, I'm sitting idle over there and having food. No one is with me to talk. Like I have to catch up someone on WhatsApp, or I will call him or call her that I'm missing you or whatever. Like you are not with me. I'm eating food. I'm feeling alone. Right? It's so boring. So what we have invented here is basically, if you are at home, you are planning for lunch or dinner, and you're going alone. Don't go alone. Using this application, you can open a map where your friends, whoever is added in this application with you, socialize with you, they will be popped up. So you select your friends with the names, like I just want girls, right? So I'll pick all 4, right? All 5, right? and the invitation will go to them. So if you are free, if you are busy, you will say no, I will not, I can't join. So if you are free, you will say join, right? So okay, so whoever is joining, they will come to that restaurant at the same time or after some interval of time, and then we can order and then we can have fun. So it's like, you know, socializing. So all friends are coming together and having fun, because most of the time at Sunday, most of our friends sits free and having lunch with family. No one, like bachelors and, you know, sometimes people like us who are not having kids will see that, you know, okay, eating with parents is so boring. They will talk, you know, how much you're earning, why you're changing job. Okay. So that kind of thing. So it's more about, you know, socializing eating. So it's kind of, you know, the feature could name like, you know, lunch, social lunch or something, or social eating. So that feature we introduced. So how it will work, you will tap on your map, your friend list will come, you pick your friend, your first friend is here, you say invite. You tap the button invite, you will get notification that Supreet Singh invited you for that restaurant or location, and then there will be a plus button. If you want to invite more, you tap on plus, you will back to the map and you can get more friends.
So now real estate.
Thank you. Any question?
You are sold out. We'll come with the money back.
Content is credible, and analytics also, the trends that get sold out, and the social aspect also. And we have built a hybrid solution website also, and a mobile application as well. So after the regular search and advanced search, when the listings are loaded, these are all verified listings. On the listing page, you would see thumbnails of all the images which are verified with all the details and the amenity details. You would see trends, when was it last sold, or how is the property shaping up, whether the prices are dropping and all that. And then you would have the reviews by the community people about that community. So that is the website part mostly.
The website, when it addresses the content, the more important problem is like, okay, you see like 10 listings and you want to schedule on Saturday to want to go to all those things. So what you do is normally write it in a paper or call up the broker, fix the appointment and all those things that are taken through. So that's the part we are trying to bring it into the mobile thing. Where on the website you go and say, hey, add. So all those things will show up on your mobile app. Okay, hey, here are the 10 things that you selected maybe on a Wednesday or something like that. Today on a Saturday you take it and okay, you start defining the route, or rather like you say, or you define the way in which you want to visit all the sites, and get the route and then start going out. You want that last piece?
Okay. So basically, once in the mobile app, whatever is shortlisted displays here, based on this will be like the nearest one, the closest one from current location wherever you are. So like it will go based on that. The listing will be on that side. The next nearest one. So distance will also be specified there, like how many kilometers and whatsoever. So you can even actually manually rearrange it. I do not want to see this first. I might want to see the third one first. I mean, something you can rearrange. So based on that, again the kilometers, everything will show up, like whatever. Then finally, once you start traveling to the particular location, any one of the things, once you reach to that one particular, by default it will detect that you are in the location of GPS. Then it will, before that, here, even once you can go and click on the map and it shows the distance. It's like basically a map.
Basically overlay on the Google Maps.
Whatever it is. Yeah. So this is it. Then once you reach the location where you are, that is when it will show up the details again by default. I mean, you are already in the location, it detects, and probably I am in the second one. So it will show me the details of the second one with all the whatever has been chosen for everything. But your additional thing will be like you want to book it, or whether like you want to match it, you want to verify it.
So more important
matches like a verification.
Yeah, the images that are shown up. So you just throw it out and say, hey, do you think these images are correct? Yes or no? So that is what happens. Every person who visits will be in a position to say whether the images are correct or not. So a little bit of a crowdsourcing in terms of verifying the authenticity, which we are trying to do it here. That's one. Second thing is like, let's assume that you want to block that apartment for rent or whatever. That listing will go away from the main search.
Like a book my show kind of.
Yeah.
It's a very good idea. Good idea. So let me come back to presentation. Thank you everyone for your nice participation and all. brainstorming session is not new, but it's all about how you are defining your brainstorming, how you are putting a direction of your thought, and that is very, very important, right? That is the only way you can take
Hello friends. Hey, we are starting the presentation round. It's just one.
You can put your
How is this
thought
Kamath
process
Hotel?
into executive. Can you switch off please? See, now the second question is this: how you will talk to your executive management or something. See, you need to understand one thing very clearly. They also have certain mandates, okay? And seeing is believing, right? So when you put this thought.
So we're assuming that we believe that we belong to the Kamath group of hotels.
Most important thing, if you
so
can
as soon as you
use
enter
right
the
kind of
customer,
tool,
they
then
enter the
certain
vehicle
tools
number
like
and the
User
email
app.
ID,
I know a lot of
and
people
then
have
place
used
their
it.
order here.
How many people have
So we
used
have
this
the menu
Marvel?
cards. So this is the UI which. So
Flinto,
here we're taking input. This is the
right?
input that
Adobe After Effects
for us to get our statistics
or
later.
Proto.io.
So their pre-order thing. So they order
Right?
the
These
items
are
and
these are tools that can help you to do quick prototyping.
And we have the option to
That
get
allows
the details of
you
the travel
to
agency.
do and kind of experience in your mobile, you know.
This is kind of
So
CMM
what
dashboard.
ideally we should do as a designer,
He can
rather
go and
than
select
show-
the store, which
this is
store
one
that is.
step, you know, we have
And there is a
brainstormed and also
filters,
so and so
based on
forth,
the
we come
year,
up with the
month,
innovative
date,
idea and solution,
time,
right? But how to
what
communicate
kind
those
of
ideas?
customers
Rather
are,
than showing in this format,
what kind
just
of food
take your
they
cell
are
phone or
expecting
iPhone and
at
so
that
and so
time
forth, whatever
period
the
of
focus
time.
was,
Based
put
on
those
that, we'll
prototype
come up with the different
and give it to the hand
like
of
customer
those
trend.
executive.
Whether they are coming
Right?
different, what kind of customers,
Exactly.
kids or with different nationalities
If
or
he
different
likes, he will definitely
state
ask
persons or
how-
anything. The
what
food
is the
trend
time
is
frame
what kind of
required
food they
to
ordered,
actually implement this.
based on the time period
Right?
and based on
See,
the
this
year
is
of
how
the
you can solve the challenge
and
of a designer
spend
in day-to-day life about time pressing issues versus senior management doesn't know, they don't understand user experience, they don't understand this. Same thing we need to also understand. We don't understand the numbers, right? We never thought in that perspective. So this is the way actually you can impress. So this is a very small exercise we have done. I want to wish you everybody to go back where, you know, wherever you're working independently, non-independently, and build this form of habit. When you do that, over a period of time, you become an influencer. And all you people who are sitting here, you can probably help some 10 more people, right? And then we can have a UX immersion in India itself, rather than United States. How was that? Right? So I'm done with this. Thanks Unicom, Naveen, Madhu, for wonderful opportunity to share my thoughts with all of you. And here my name again, Hitesh Ruwala. I am available on LinkedIn. You can type Hitesh Ruwala. You can, if you have any questions, any doubt, if you want to talk, please feel free to get in touch on LinkedIn. I'll certainly help you out if wherever you are stuck somewhere. The whole idea is, let's bring this culture of innovation, and automatically everybody will get the space. There are so much things to out there, right? And I'm looking forward to everybody in my LinkedIn connection, so that even whenever I want to talk also, I will take a feedback of yours. Okay, it was really nice talking to you, and give your hand, yourself your own hand. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Hitesh. And I feel everyone had a good, interesting, and knowledge experience. As a token of appreciation, we would like to give the certificate to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Let's break for a tea for 15 minutes from 4:15 to 4:45, and let's regather here at 2:45. And the talk will be from Parag Trivedi, who is from GE Healthcare. The topic will be designing for a complete experience.
Meanwhile, can we?
Okay, final presentation. Final one, please. 2 minutes, that's it.
I am Suresh. I'm working for Indra Software Technology. I'm working with Hitesh.
Hi, Srini, Senior Director of Product Management at Design Solutions. And there's nothing much at Design, like we deal with a lot of data, and it's very tough for us to put any kind of a UI on top of data, and that's what interested me in joining this.
They provide software support for the gaming and other stuff, like they have mobile and this thing, and some I'm designing there. I'm working as a graphic and UI UX design.
I'm Darshana from Kerala. I'm working as a software engineering infrastructure.
I'm Poshika Paliwal, work for IBM as a solutions architect, currently doing more of technical field.
Working with Creative Software Technologies.
Okay, I'm Shweta and I've come from Manipal and I'm a design architect.
Good. See, everybody knows now each other, right? So I'm sure you get connected. Somebody needs some gamification idea, Rashna is there. Somebody needs solution architect idea, she is there. Some, he's also there. IBM developer is also there, right? So this is how you need to figure it out.
More as a strategy. So, and that's a change even I have seen in my career, where I started with Bajaj Electrical, used to design consumer durables, and the whole thing used to start, okay, you get a brief, you design a gas stove, you deliver it, you understand some of the usability issues, aesthetics, design, and then it is done. Then I moved to some organization where they used to build e-learning programs, okay, you get a brief, design e-learning program, and done. So you actually understand some of the usability aspect, aesthetics, but as you kind of progress, you start thinking that why? I mean, what is that which you are trying to do, and what is the impact you have created by the experience which you have created? And the moment you start actually questioning the whole purpose of the experience, it just opens up your mind. So I'm just sharing kind of my kind of a learning process, and I would, like I said, I would like this to be a two-way kind of a dialogue. So you also share, some of the things, and then we can discuss about this whole notion of how this complete experience actually leads to better outcome. So what I have realized that unless you think from the perspective of that this whole notion of creating complete experience is actually linked to create desired outcome, and if you see from an organization perspective, it is about creating some economic value. And the moment you start thinking about what is the desired outcome, the whole thought process actually changes, and then your outlook towards the design problem kind of gets changed completely. So since I come from a healthcare space, I will talk about what we look for when we say complete experience, and if we are taking up any design problem or any problem, what we actually look for. And then you can draw parallel from your own industry. So although my example may not be related to software space or UI or app, however, I think as a conceptually it kind of applies in both, because we also as a design team actually deal in both software, hardware, and the whole area. So create experience in order to improve clinical outcome, create experience in order to improve the efficiency of the people who are delivering the care, and also look at the whole ecosystem and the infrastructure which they have and how you can optimally utilize. So that's the kind of outcome which people expect when you talk about creating the experience. So, in the early days, the focus was around product. So you have a device or a software app. So you design that app, it works, and then it's kind of done. You have delivered it on time, and then it is done. But what is the impact it has created? What is the problem it is going to solve? Is something is beyond the one product, either it is software or hardware. So how it begins? The first thing, the most important thing is you need to understand the overall context in which you operate. So like here, if we talk about the GE Healthcare, we are trying to expanding healthcare access, innovate affordability, so make healthcare affordable to people who do not have access to healthcare today. And then this notion of, we are talking about this context when people do not have access to healthcare, and then how do you create the right experience? What does experience mean to them? And then engage with new customer to make it happen. So now, when you talk about the experience or the overall experience, it is important to understand the context. And if again I relate it to my own field, healthcare. So what is the context? Today, 70% of the population do not have access to quality healthcare. So that's the kind of a context in which we are operating. 29 million people die, people prematurely die because they do not have access to healthcare. And 1 million babies die within the first 24 hours of their birth. So that's the kind of a context in which we are operating, and now we are thinking about what this whole experience means about. So suddenly, when I relate to my earlier experience of making things aesthetically pleasing, functional, and when I see this context, it kind of completely changes that we see if I just make one thing which looks good, works well, may not be able to address issue like save lives of babies, because there is is lot more is kind of involved in terms of the whole design thinking and the experience you want to create. So what are the different elements which leads to complete experience? So one is, again I am kind of relating it to healthcare space. The elements which I am talking about relate with my own field. You can draw your own parallel, and maybe if you have thoughts you can share that what kind of element would make sense in your own context. So in our context we talk about people, processes, products and place. So if you have to really create an impact, if you really have to solve the problem of healthcare, you actually need to see people. So you have a device, but what about the people-to-people experience? I'll just give you an example. If imagine there's a person and he has been diagnosed with a cancer in the first time in his life, then somebody is going to tell him that you have been diagnosed with a cancer, and that is the people-to-people kind of interaction. That how that information will be communicated to him, what kind of emotions he will go through, how people actually inform him, what happens next, what kind of assistance he gets from the caregiver system. And that is where we as a design team actually engage, because we feel, however, as a GE, we build devices, devices related to maternal and infant care. But in order to really create an impact, it is extremely important for us to understand this very basic human aspect. And we actually work with our customers and conduct workshop to make them sensitive around people-to-people interaction. The whole process in the sense, what happens in a hospital, you go there and then you go to a billing counter and then you consult and then you get something, and then you're supposed, for this particular test, okay, go on first floor, for this you go on the basement, for here you go there, and then you're kind of lost that, okay, by when I'll get the report and what do I know, what does it mean? So then this whole workflow that heavily influence the efficiency of the system as well as the experience for the patient. Then comes the whole product, which anyways we have been doing for many years. So what kind of, if somebody is going through a CT scan, somebody is going through MRI scan, what kind of experience they feel. And now comes again one more important thing is the overall place in which you deliver the healthcare. So now